Yes, good morning. So today, Sunday, we are going to answer number 10 question in criminal law, bar exam 2024. So here, Hugo and Hunter conspired to rape Aubrey pursuant to their plan. Hugo and Hunter intoxicated Aubrey and brought her to an abandoned house. Thereafter, Hunter received a call from his wife who was about to give birth. Hunter hurriedly left the scene and advised Hugo to postpone their plan. Yet Hugo ignored Hunter and raped Aubrey. The next day, the police arrested Hugo and Hunter and charged them with rape. At the trial, the prosecution argued that both Hugo and Hunter are and are collectively liable for rape by reason of conspiracy. Where the act of one is the act of all. What crime did Hugo and Hunter commit? Explain. Answer: Hugo is liable for the crime of rape, while Hunter shall be only be liable as an accomplice, as there is no showing that he also had carnal knowledge with Aubrey. The taking of Aubrey with the intention to sexually abuse her is a necessary mean to commit the crime of rape. A complex crime of forcible abduction with rape shall not give rise when the primordial intention of the offender is to have sexual intercourse with the offended party. In People of the Philippines versus Billy Guer Toballas A. Faustino, JAR number 218-572, June 19, 2017. It states, accused appellant alleged that AA's testimony was inconsistent with the testimonies of Mary and RJ, such that AAA simply stated that as soon as she was taken to the room, she immediately slept and was only awakened when she felt ZZZ touching her, while Mary and RJ both testified that AAA was taken to the room twice. We find the same immaterial to the charge of rape. Inaccuracies and inconsistencies are expected in a rape victim testimony. Rape is painful experience which is often times not remembered in detail. It causes deep psychological wounds that scar the victim for life and which her conscious and subconscious mind would opt to forget. Inconsistencies in the testimony of the witness with regard to minor as collateral matter do not diminish the value of the testimony in terms of truthfulness or weight. Thus, a few inconsistent remarks in rape cases will not in necessarily impair the testimony of the offended party. Article 18 of the Revised Penal Code states, accomplices are the persons who, not being included in Article 17, cooperate in the execution of the offense by previous as simultaneous acts. Chapter 3, Rape of the Revised Penal Code, Article 266A. Rape when and how committed. Rape is committed, 1. By a man who shall have carnal knowledge of a woman under any of the following circumstances. A. Through force, threat, or intimidation. B. When the offended party is deprived of reason or is otherwise unconscious. B. By means of fraudulent machination or grave abuse of the authority. D. When the offended party is under 12 years of age or demented, even though none of the circumstances mentioned above be present. 2. By any person who under any of the circumstances mentioned in paragraph 1 hereof shall commit an act of sexual assault by inserting his penis into another person's mouth and anal orifice, or any instrument or object into the genital or anal orifice of another person. RA number 8353, October 22, 1997. Article 266B, Penalties. Rape under paragraph 1 of the next preceding article shall be punished by reclusion perpetua whenever the rape is committed with the use of a deadly weapon or by two or more persons. The penalty shall be reclusion perpetua to death. When the person or on the occasion of the rape, the victim has become insane, the penalty shall be reclusion perpetua to death. When the rape is attempted and homicide is committed by reason or on the occasion thereof, the penalty shall be reclusion perpetua to death. When by reason or on occasion of rape, homicide is committed, the penalty shall be death. The death penalty shall be imposed if the crime of rape is committed with any of the following aggravating circumstances. 1. When the victim is under 18 years of age and offender is a parent, ascendant, or step-parent, guardian, relative by consanguinity or affinity within the third civil degree, or the common law spouse of the parent of the victim. 2. When the victim is under the custody of the police or military authorities or any law enforcement or penal institution. 3. When the rape is committed in full view of the spouse, parent, any of the children, or other relatives within the third civil degree of consanguinity. 4. When the victim is religious, engaged in legitimate religious vocation or calling and is personally known to be such by the offender before or at the time of the commission of the crime. 5. When the crime is child below 7 years old. 6. When the offender knows below that he is afflicted with human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, acquired immune deficiency syndrome, AIDS, or any other sexually transmitted disease in the virus or disease is transmitted to the victim. 7. When committed by any member of the armed forces of the Philippines or paramilitary units thereof, or the Philippine National Police or any other law enforcement agency or penal institution when the offended took advantage of the position to facilitate the commission of the crime. 8. When by reason or on the occasion of the rape, the victim has suffered permanent physical mutilation or disability. 9. When the offender knew of the pregnancy of the offended party at the time of the commission of the crime. 10. When the offender knew of the mental disability, emotional disorder, and or physical handicap of the offended party at the time of the commission of the crime. Rape under paragraph 2 of the preceding article shall be punished by prison mayor whenever the rape is committed with the use of deadly weapon or by two or more persons. The penalty shall be prison mayor to reclusion temporal. When the rape is attempted and a homicide is committed by reason or on the occasion thereof, the penalty shall be reclusion temporal or reclusion perpetua. When by reason or on the occasion of rape, homicide is committed, the penalty shall be reclusion perpetua. Reclusion temporal shall also be imposed if the rape is committed by any of the 10 aggravating qualifying circumstances mentioned in this article. RA 8353. So that's it. That's our answer for number 10 question, a rape case. Thank you for listening and watching. Good day and God bless.